I'm Karen Lance with Sacred Quilt, and today I'm coming to you from my bedroom because I wanted you to see the quilt behind me. It was designed by Kay Fassett, and it's the only kit I ever purchased to make a quilt. Usually I like to make my own designs and choose my own fabric, but I walked into Quiltique in Henderson in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I fell in love with it. It was about 6 years ago, and my husband bought it for me for my birthday. So I loved it, I finished it, and I still love it 6 years later. I also bring that up because it's one way to ensure that you're not creating a UFO, because you see the end result before you even start the project and you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. In my book, The UFO Cure, I talk a lot about quilt design immersion. And the top tip in quilt design immersion, what that is making sure that you fall in love with your quilt project before you actually start making it. I have 2 projects coming up. One I found out about over 2 months ago, and that is a queen bee. I belong to what we fondly call the Quilt Posse, and it's about 10 of us that are good friends. And we used to get together and quilt monthly. We'd take turns at each other's homes. And when COVID happened, we got away from that. So we're choosing to get back to it, and we're each choosing a block. Everybody in the group is going to make one block for us. It could be in our fabric, or we could ask them to make our block in stash fabric. Just depends on if you want it scrappy or not. And I'll talk more about that too going forward. So I'm thinking about that. It's already been 2 months. About a month ago, I was out in Las Vegas. I did go shopping. I bought some fabric. I specifically went to the store for black and whites because I decided that's probably what I'm going to use. I also, before that, found a pattern that I really liked, or a block on Instagram. It's a log cabin, and so I'm still thinking it through. I haven't started sketching it yet, but as I get closer to figuring out the size of the block I want to make, I will use my sketchbook to do that. This is kind of fun to look through. It's just ideas that I've done over the years, and it's a really good idea to put the date on it. I've started to try to do that because it's fun to see what you were thinking 4 or 5 years ago. Another project I have coming up is a guild workshop, and we've chosen the pattern. We're buying the pattern. I got to see it. We're going to have cutting instructions in January, so when the February workshop comes, we can be prepared and get as much done as we can that day. And I'm also thinking about black and white for that one, for some of the blocks, but I'm not sure yet. So as I progress on these, I will talk to you about it and share with you. And thanks so much for watching the channel. Please like it, subscribe. It's Sacred Quilt. I'm also on Instagram. Thanks so much. Bye.